Welcome to your midweek power surge, the quick boost you need to refuel, refocus, and lead with confidence. Leadership isn't just about the title, it's about the impact you make every single day. Whether you're stepping into a leadership role, still in the classroom but preparing for a move into leadership, or already leading your team, these short episodes are designed to keep you empowered, encouraged, and equipped for the journey. And the truth is, empowered leaders empower others. And that starts with showing up with clarity, purpose, and passion. So let's tap into the power within you, the calling God has placed on your heart, and the leadership you're meant to walk in. This is your weekly power surge. Let's go. Happy Wednesday, leaders. Welcome to this week's Power Surge episode. I'm your host, Dr. Mel. Today, I want to talk about an energy drain, and that's about handling a toxic staff member. Leaders, I know you love your staff. You believe in your people, and you're building culture intentionally. But sometimes there's that one staff member. It may be the repeat complainer or the person who quietly resists every single thing that you say. Or someone who says yes in the meeting, but no in the hallway. That person can be such a drain on your energy. So today I want to talk about how to lead that situation without losing yourself or losing your mind in the process. So first I want to frame something or maybe reframe something. That one difficult personality does not mean that you are failing as a leader. Leadership isn't just about managing the easy people, guys. It's also about how you steward those challenging ones. But here's the key. You are responsible for your leadership behavior. You're not responsible for fixing someone's attitude. You can bring it to their attention, but you cannot carry that emotional weight because it doesn't belong to you. When you allow one staff member's negative energy to dominate your mental space, you might be unintentionally giving them some power over your emotional state. And you are the leader. So let's talk about how to regain that ground. First, you want to separate emotion from that pattern. Don't lead from irritation. And I know sometimes that is very hard. Lead from the data. Ask yourself, is this occasional frustration or is this a repeated behavior pattern? And if it's a pattern, document. Be specific. Address the behaviors, not the personality. You can't change someone's personality, but you can talk about their behavior and guide them into changing their behavior, which will hopefully, in the end, change their negativity. So when you're talking to that person, don't say something like, "You are always negative." Say something like, "Here's what I'm observing." I have been in education for a very long time, and I have seen that sometimes that negative attitude or negative vibe that they're giving off is sometimes because there's lack of clarity or they're just overwhelmed or something like that. When you anchor in something that's observable, an observable behavior, you're going to lead with clarity instead of frustration. Second, sometimes those chronic complainers, they just want permission to vent, but you don't have to host repeated negativity. Shift the conversation. What solutions do you propose? What outcome are you hoping for? What action are you willing to take? You can gently transfer that ownership back to them. If they have no solution or no action, then that conversation has reached its limit. You are not the emotional dumping ground of your building. Now, granted, sometimes teachers just need to vent, get it out, and then they're fine. And that's okay to be that support person or listening partner for somebody. It's when they come in your office day after day or week after week venting about every single thing that it becomes toxic. As the building leader, you want to give grace in situations, but you also have to guard your culture. Unaddressed negativity spreads quickly. So have that private conversation first, set those clear expectations, and then follow through always. You don't need to overreact, but you also don't need to ignore it. Strong leadership is that calm, consistent correction, not that over emotional reaction. So here's your action step. This week, identify the pattern, not the person. Write down what behavior is draining you, how often it's happening, and what expectation needs to be clarified. Then schedule a very calm, direct conversation with that person. You're not being defensive, you're not being apologetic, and you're not going to be aggressive because you're going to be in a calm space. Clear, steady, professional. You are not confronting to win. You're clarifying to lead. Leaders, remember that you don't own people's attitudes. You steward the culture. You don't control personalities. You clarify expectations. And you do not allow one voice to become louder than the mission. Protect your energy, guys. Guard your focus. Lead with courage and calm. And remember, you don't have to know everything to lead well. You choose to listen, learn, and grow with purpose. This has been your midweek power surge. It's exactly what you need to keep leading with confidence. Remember, empowered leaders empower others. And that starts with you. Keep showing up, keep growing, and keep making an impact.